It feels so weird now, waking up, being alone and nobody's here. It's like, it makes me feel like how I felt in Atlanta again. Like when I would, after, I moved to Atlanta for someone and that relationship didn't work out. And then I was just like in Atlanta alone. And it would wake up every day and it'd be like, okay, what am I gonna do today? Like, what all am I gonna do? Like, I could go to the gym, and it'd just be like every single day I was alone. And thankfully, I'm here and my family's here, so it's a little bit easier for me. Like, I'm not so, like in Atlanta, I was like, I always kind of made up the excuse that like, okay, if only I was home, I would be happy. And if I was home, I would have stuff to do and I'd have people to hang out with. And, I'd have dispensaries or I'd have whatever. And like, now I'm in California and I have all of those things. I have the beach, I have the dispensaries, I have all the things like at my disposal. And I'm still like at a loss for life. Maybe things would be better if I wasn't so like every day I wake up and I disappoint myself in certain ways. Like every day I clock if I drink a Red Bull, and as soon as I do, I'm like, damn, I drank a Red Bull today. That's a fail for one day. And then if I smoke, I've been trying to quit smoking weed a lot, like do another tolerance break. So every day I don't start my tolerance break, it's like, okay, well, So I think if those things went away, like if I just put one foot in front of the other, it wouldn't be so bad. And now, versus Atlanta, I have my dog, I have my, I feel more sure of my business of being alone. Like when I was in Atlanta, I was transitioning out of one very big public relationship with like a shared business and a shared, future and path and everything. And then another failed relationship where it was like, we didn't do content professionally together, although he was a big part of my life doing content. I always kind of like got this feeling when I was in Atlanta, like, I don't know if I'll be able to make it as a solo creator or not have to keep filming full time like so much. And now at least here I have that like point of peace, which I'm so happy about, because I for sure was like, oh, if I go, I will have to leave this whole life and have a different life. I was thinking like, even in Atlanta, I was thinking like, oh, I'd have to go work a normal job. And now it's not like, oh, I'd have to work a normal job. I just have really been wanting some type of like, of me not being in charge. And every time I have a normal job, I have 2 or like 1, 2, 3 jobs and volunteer stuff, and I have a better schedule. And like, I don't like disappointing other people. It's so weird because it's like, I don't know if it's like one of those things, like I love myself enough to where like I always have patience and kindness with myself. And if I don't, accomplish something, I'm like, I still know that like I can do it. So I don't beat myself up that hard. Versus like other people, I'm like, they don't know me. They don't know what I could do. Let me show up and show out and be impressive. And it's like hard for me to be impressive to myself because I have like making my bed. I have faith that I can do, most things. So it's just like, so sometimes I like to have that perspective that like, if I could work on being impressive to myself, then things would go better. But if that doesn't come, soon enough, then I can go work a normal job. But just whatever path is leading to happiness, I guess. And I didn't have that in Atlanta. I didn't have that peace of mind in Atlanta. So, I don't know. But they've been gone for 2 weeks now. You know, it's like the middle of June, and it doesn't feel any better. It doesn't feel any more like, oh, they're coming back, or, oh, I've gotten into a groove of, you know. I think the biggest thing right now is the drinking. Like, I really want to stop drinking. I really want to be on my ADHD meds. I really want to see, and this is not for nothing. I mean, this is like a little aside to this, but it's a thing that I struggle with a lot. And I think I'm dead ass hope I'm not a freaking crazy person and that other people are struggling with this too. But like the VA healthcare system, like, yes, you can go to the doctor and get emergency services and things like that. But regular services, I finally, which one is this? Finally, after, oh my God, like 8 or 9 months, was finally able to get them to prescribe me low dose ADHD meds, because they're all, you know, the people are so worried about people abusing medication and whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I finally got them to give me low dose ADHD med. Cool. And I tell the girl with no uncertain terms, I have ADHD. Accomplishing things is hard for me. And she goes, what is the biggest goal you have right now? And I go, consistency. And she gives me one of those like doctor faces, like, that was not an answer I was expecting. And I go, I want to literally do the same thing for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I want to have a consistent life for 4 weeks, just 4 weeks. I'll give it 8, but I want to know, like I could put it on a schedule and look at my month and be like, this is what I have to do for the month of June. And if it ain't made it onto the calendar by June 1st, I ain't gotta worry about it. We could worry about July, but June, I told her I went to my ADHD appointment. I got my meds on May 31st. So I tell her, just give me the month of June. Give me the month of June. To just be on these meds, to get in a schedule, to get everything. And I, no shit, put my appointment is on the 29th. What did I say? Doctor at 10:30 on the 29th, the last day of freaking June. Almost last day of June. I don't have nothing else on my schedule. What else do I have on my schedule? My dog's birthday and laser hair removal, which I went to laser hair removal and I did my dog's birthday. So we're here now. We're on the 16th, right? We're on the 16th. We're on the 16th now. I don't have nothing on my schedule, in my opinion, until the 29th of June. Oh, my mama asked me to go to a thing this weekend and asked me like 7 times, and I told her I would, so I'll put that. But I'll be like, family, Saturday. Other than that, I didn't have nothing that I needed to do. Nothing, not a single thing. The VA, no shit, no lie, has called me 12 times, like, to schedule appointments for this month. Hey, we put you on an appointment for June 12th. No, you didn't. No, I already have something for June 12th, and I've been had that for like 4 weeks. My laser hair removal has to be scheduled out 4 weeks in advance. Why? Why is the VA scheduling me for things and then just putting it on my calendar and then just being like, well, you failed because you didn't make it to a thing we just made up for you to do, and we know you have ADHD, and we know you're just starting your meds out, but we're going to flood you with a million bajillion things, and you also have this, like, accomplishing, like, complex where you need to get a gold star. Like, the fucking gold star generation. So then we're giving you all this shit and then you're failing. Oh, you missed this appointment. Oh, you didn't do that. Oh, so it's making me feel like a crazy person. And I'm like, I'm not a crazy person. I know I'm not. I have 3 things on my month for June. And now a 4th because I told my mama I would go with her on Saturday. But other than that, I don't have nothing. And I want to feel successful and I want to feel accomplished. And I feel like they're really just trying to make me feel crazy. And I'm like, class action lawsuit or something, because y'all are like impacting my mental health and impacting my productivity and impacting for what y'all are the doctors. Y'all are the ones supposed to know what y'all doing. And y'all just really like, I'm sorry. That was a long tangent. Clearly, I'm upset about it. Clearly, it's something I'm upset about. So upset that I told my doctor on the 31st of May, hey, do not schedule me for nothing. No, I cannot come to no social work appointments. No, I cannot come to no oncology appointments. No, I cannot come to no appointments. I can't go to no appointments other than this ADHD appointment follow-up in 1 month from now. And then we could do other appointments after that. The bitch ain't listen. She ain't listened to me not one time. Not one motherfucking time did she listen. But what I am gonna do is not go to none of the appointments. Not a single one. And document every time they call me. And then bring it to her on the 29th and be like, look at what y'all are doing. Here's my evidence. And I told you specifically to put in my file, don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. This is it was supposed to be part of my treatment plan. Make sure she take her ADHD meds. That's all she need to do. Don't ask her for nothing else. Just make sure she take her meds. Nope, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. So, anyways, let me go walk my dog.